Don't you hate it when you find your new favorite project and then you wake up the next morning to this? What does this look like? Well, that pretty much looks like a rug pull to me. How many times have you gone through this? I've been through it a few times myself. It's no fun, right? You get all that hype, all that excitement, and then it's crushed, right? Whatever money, crypto you put in, it's gone. You know you're never going to get it back. Why couldn't you have seen this coming? Well, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But now there's another company who is going to be launching tomorrow with their own token, their own use case, in their attempt to really stop these type of DeFi projects from rug pulling on everyone and adding a new name in the crypto DeFi business. I'm going to go through that today, tell you who it is, what they're going to do, how it can benefit you, and how you might be able to get involved with this with some passive income. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Sean. I am the Crypto Smith. I do appreciate you guys joining me for this video. I'm going to do a review on Truth Seekers. Now, Truth Seekers is a newcomer to the crypto community. They've been around a few months. They've already done some contract analysis on several projects. They're quite interesting. They're a known entity, right? We know who these people are. This is Lou, Crypto Truth Bombs, and you got Daniel Ash. These are two of the main partners in this company. And then you have DAO King. Now, what problem is this company going to solve? They are the first community-led security DAO, providing a complete DeFi security solution, conflict-free, and accountability beyond, right? That's kind of their logo or their motto. Truth Seekers is the name. They are going to have a Truth token, which is going to launch tomorrow in 17 hours and 30 minutes from now. So December 2nd, it's going to end December 9th. Just real quick on the tokens, they're 50-cent tokens. You buy during the pre-sale. The pre-sale comes out, or when it launches, it's going to be 60 cents. So you're going to get an instant, little bump there. And I'll go into some of the tokenomics here in a minute. But I just want to give you a good description of what these guys are trying to do. So they're going to be very selective, right? This is a company that is going to do something similar to what Certic does, right? Certic Audits is probably the premier audit company out there in the crypto space. And they are currently worth, I believe, over $1 billion valuation for Certic, which seems crazy, right? For a company that did, I believe, $21 million last year in business. So they're not going to be taking just any project, right? They're going to be 100% selective. They know there's a ton of absolute garbage projects out there. They're not going to try to give them any credibility by putting a stamp, by just taking money and then putting a rubber stamp on it, and then having people get wrecked, right? That's really, the opposite of what they're trying to do. They want to take legitimate projects, what they deem to be legitimate projects, and help them gain trust in the community. And how are they going to do that? Well, they're going to be selective about it. So you're going to get top shelf projects. They never take payments, right? Then they said this one should be obvious, right? But sadly, it's not. They never want to take payment in the tokens that they're of the projects that they're reviewing for obvious reasons, right? And why would that be? Well, of course, if they have a big bag, they could dump their bag on the holders of the people that they just told, hey, you can trust this contract because, these things are great and we have KYC'd them and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it goes without saying, that's never a good thing. Trustless KYC, their KYC is going to be different and it's going to be held to a higher standard. It's not just going to be some guy out there, who's making copies for them and he's going to be kind of the patsy, that's going to get the KYC while the real members are going to be lurking around in the shadows. So that's not what they're going to do. They're going to KYC to the fullest extent possible. Now, this one, they say, may rub somebody the wrong way, but no third world countries without disclosure. Why is that, you ask? A lot of countries out there, and really not just third world countries, but a lot of countries out there have absolutely no cybercrime division, and they don't prosecute anybody who commits fraud, especially online. It's the Wild West. And there's even some second world or even first world, that is tough to actually go after fraudsters and people who commit, cybercrime or rug pull, exit scam, whatever you want to say. And then they reserve the right to reject and retract any KYC audit for any actions that the developers at that point take and that they deem to be unprofessional or not in the best interest of the project and the community at large. So they can do that if they wish. Here's one of their services, which is the audit as a service. Request, review, remedy, and release. This is basically reviewing and auditing the contracts themselves. And it says here, for possible attack vectors, vulnerabilities, overall malicious code that could put investors at risk. That's really what you want to know, making sure that the code that they've written and the contracts that are in place are going to be good for the community. They're not going to blow up in the face. They don't have little glitches here and there, and then work with them to get them solved. Identity as a service. Now this is where this KYC is. Full scale identity solution. They're going to take all of the core members that directly interact with the contract and then do an in-depth interview process, gather governance and address identification to make sure these people are who they say they are. They can verify that. And then they store this information offline in a cold storage device. And they're also protecting the identities of those developers, right? So just because they KYC to a company like this doesn't mean that the group overall or the community gets to see who they are. As long as they've KYC'd to a company like this that everybody trusts, then we know, okay, if something were to happen, those identities are known and they're not just going to be able to walk away scot-free. There's going to be a DAO as well. Everybody knows what a DAO is. Hopefully you do by now if you've been in crypto for any length of time. This is where community members who are part of the DAO get to vote on things that the company is doing or wants to do, and then be able to help, kind of sway decisions one way or the other. Now, as part of this project, if you get in on the pre-sale and you buy enough tokens, and I think it says it in the white paper, but if you buy enough tokens to qualify for a free NFT, anybody who owns these NFTs are going to be part of revenue distribution, right? So you're going to get passive income based on what this company makes, right? Well, that's cool. Everybody wants to have a little passive income, and it gives it just a little bit of information here on what they plan to do. They plan to buy AVAX, Phantom, DAG, and ETH nodes, and then you're going to make money that way on the passive income side. They also said they want to set up some trading bots and possibly some mining. So there's going to be multiple income streams coming into this. So there's going to be multiple income streams coming into their treasury, which they're going to in turn share with those who have the NFTs. And there's only going to be like 900 NFTs, I think, minted. So very select few people are going to be able to do that. Here's how the token works. Here's your tokenomics. So taking the best from successful projects and making it better. There will be no buy tax, 5% sell tax, 2.5% will go to a burn wallet, 2.5% will be sent to the treasury. Why have a sell tax? Well, obviously, that's going to help the treasury build liquidity. That's also going to really try to stop people from just buying and dumping, right out of the gate. So they're really trying to encourage long-term holders. After 12 months, the 5% sell tax will be lowered to 0%, right? That's just incentivizing people just to hang on to this for a little longer to make a little extra money at the end if they plan on selling. 5% sales tax, 2.5% will be burned. So a portion of the profits will be used to buy back and burn Truth tokens. Profits from investments in loans at VC will be used to buy back and burn Truth tokens. So obviously deflationary there. Community-driven profits for holders for providing liquidity, profit sharing of fees with liquidity holders. Now, Truth Seekers is not just a KYC and audit company, and I'm going to go through something else that I believe is the biggest part of this new project that you're going to love, that I really like what they're going to do here, and I think it's going to help people kind of keep themselves out of trouble for the most part. Here's the roadmap. Here's the guys here. Now let's go up. Let's go through the white paper here real quick. Some of this stuff we've already gone through. Truth Seekers will require 100% of the core team to be KYC with us to receive our certification, right? So if they're doing any kind of certification on the contract or whatever, the core members have to be KYC'd to Truth Seekers. Security services, audit as a service, and identity as a service, liquidity locking as a service is one of these other utilities they're going to be providing. The Seeker wallet. So Truth Seekers will be creating their own wallet named Seeker Wallet. It is a proprietary software that will notify the user of risk of interacting with a high-risk wallet address or contract. This is added security feature that only Truth Seekers can provide. This is possible due to a database compiled by Truth Seekers that knows which wallet addresses have history of nefarious activities. The risk factor will be notified as low, medium, or high risk alert before each transaction. So basically, as you're doing business out there in the crypto world and you're going to be interacting with a wallet, you can have this wallet, you can have the Seeker wallet identify if the wallet that you're going you're going to be interacting with has some sort of an issue or some sort of risk associated with it. Now, this is the one that I really like here, the Wallet Watcher app. The Wallet Watcher platform is a subscription-based and paid for by projects. It will allow truth seekers to verify each wallet on a project's multi-sig wallet or contract, and ensures all the wallets within the multi-sig wallet are controlled by separate owners. And if there are any changes within the multi-sig, an alert will go out to the community. The subscription fee will be based on the size of the treasury verified by truth seekers. The subscription fee will be paid based on the size of the treasury verified by truth seekers, and this fee will be paid monthly. So basically, if you're a project and you've got millions of dollars locked up in your treasury, and it's supposed to be multi-sig and everything's supposed to be safe and proper, you're going to pay a monthly fee to have truth seeker watch that wallet just to make sure that there's nothing unusual going on. And if there is something unusual going on, subscribers to the Wallet Watcher, like you and me, we can pay a fee and we can have those wallets watched for us, and then we'll get an alert that says, hey, there's something weird going on here. Maybe you need to take a look at it. It might be something you may need to pull your money from because it's looking like it's going to rug or whatever. Right? Here's revenue source and what they plan on doing. I mentioned some of this already. Bots and day trading nodes they'll be looking to own and benefit from. Revenue pools. The KYC business, audit business, obviously that's where a lot of their income is going to come from. The Seeker wallet and security apps, tax revenues, obviously, and then the NFT. Here's the royalty fees from NFT collections, investments in other projects and seeds or pre-sale phases. Here's the Truth token. 10% sell tax for the first 2 weeks, then it drops to 5% for 1 year. After 1 year, it'll go to 0. Here's the DAO. Supply and price, 11,200,000 tokens, total max supply, very low supply. 11 million tokens is a very, very low supply. Just over 7 million go into pre-sale offering, 2 million go to the Truth Team tokens to be vested over a 12-month period, 1 million tokens towards creating the liquidity pool, and then 410,000 tokens for the nodes and partnership deals, and it kind of spells out the rest here. And we can see their roadmap. They started back Q3, so it's been a few months since they've started. They did do a private seed round, and they've been basically pre-building their business. And they've even done some security assessments for other projects that you may have heard of, like Optimus. And the newest information that I just saw today was that they're actually going to be verifying contracts with none other than StableFund. And if you're in StableFund or you know of it, they're going into a V2. They're creating their own, basically, stable coin, which is going to be StableFund USD. So they're going to be going in and auditing those contracts, and I believe doing a KYC on the team themselves. So that might help build a little bit more trust in that project that it's had a little bit of trouble over the last few months. So in Q1 of 2023, they're going to come up with the wallet and the app, continued aggressive sales expansion, Seeker wallet extension partnerships. So this $9.95 a month, what does this mean? This basically is a Wallet Watcher feature that we're going to be able to subscribe to, $10 a month, and you're going to add wallet addresses in there that you personally want to watch, and you want to be alerted if there's any kind of unusual activity. Like, for example, if you were watching the Crypto.com wallet that ended up sitting out like $320 million worth of crow in an accidental transaction, you would have been notified, and then you could have turned around and done something with that information. Maybe you were holding crow and you wanted to sell out before you thought maybe the market was going to drop because that's bad news in FUD. Or you could have shorted if that's something that you do when you're a trader. But you can see how this would be beneficial, that if you're in some of these DeFi projects that are maybe a little on the edge, and you're a little concerned that they may rug or there's some unusual activity, that you can watch those wallets and normally see things moving around before the really bad stuff happens. And so you're going to get notified of that type of information and be able to do something about it before things go boom. So that's the review of Truth Seekers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is this something you guys might want to get into? Is this something that seems like a good project idea? I'm fairly bullish on this one. Go do some research on your own and see what you think. Maybe you want to get involved with it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to be a customer and pay that $9.95 and be able to watch all of the wallets that you want to watch. That maybe makes you a little nervous and you need some pre-information to make decisions on whether to pull your money out or whether to keep it in, whatever it is you want to do. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I do appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And we will see you guys next time.